Good evening and welcome to this year's All District Band Festival. This is a celebration of music from across our district, and this is a nationwide celebration. In fact, this is the 40th year that the United States has celebrated music in our schools now. So we're celebrating a big milestone, and we're so pleased that you're here to join us. Tonight we're celebrating something truly special, the power of music education and the incredible growth of our student musicians. From our youngest beginners, all the way with my friend Mrs. Raj, our 4th grade, to our most advanced high school performers, where I'm standing right here. Every student that you see in the gym has dedicated hours of practice, passion, and persistence to get here. Band is more than just playing notes on a page. It's teamwork, discipline, creativity, and expression. Studies have shown that students involved in music consistently perform higher in academics, develop stronger social skills, and carry these lifelong benefits well beyond the classroom. But more importantly, music connects us. It builds community, bridges generations, and creates moments of light tonight where we come together to celebrate the talent and hard work of these outstanding students. I also like to point out the obvious that these students are here because of you. And so from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for supporting music in Somerset and Somerset Berkeley Public Schools, because without you, this does not exist. I also want to thank our incredible band directors, Mrs. Tina Rauch and Mr. Max Kowalski. Who tonight are wearing more hats than you can ever imagine, right? Each of them are responsible for an incredibly large portion of our program, and it is a testament to their dedication, skill, and passion. I also want to point out that all 8 of our music teachers from the district are here because in order to make these events work, all Springs Night on Tuesday, all Band Night tonight, and all District Choral Fest next Tuesday, it takes an army. Before I pass it on to the show, I would like to introduce my friend, Mr. Brian Johnson, the president of the Friends of Music, to talk a little bit about their organization and what they do to support music in our public schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Good evening, parents and community members. My name is Brian Johnson. I am the president of the Somerset Friends of Music. We are a nonprofit organization supporting students in the music department. First, I'd like to just echo what Jeremy was just saying, that there's amazing support from both the music staff, music department staff, and yourself, parents. Your continued involvement and support of the music department is what keeps music alive in our schools. So I would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just have a few couple things to just mention before we begin the performances. First, Somerset Friends of Music is looking for music department parents and alumni of the music department to join and become members of the organization. We have open positions on our board of directors and are looking for parents who would like to volunteer and help lead our organization. We usually meet on the second Tuesday of each month to discuss current music department topics and opportunities, as well as fundraising and Music Town Festival. If anyone is interested in joining, as a music representative will be outside the gym after the performances, or you can visit our website at www.friendsofmusic1972.org. You can also scan the QR code on the back of your programs that will bring you to our membership page. Secondly, we have an upcoming fundraiser for the Somerset Friends of Music on Tuesday, March 25th. It's a Chili's fundraiser with 15% of proceeds from your order from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. that day will go towards the Somerset Friends of Music. In addition to the programs handed out tonight, you also have a flyer for that. If you did not receive that, there are some at the table at the front of the gym. Either show this flyer, or you can take a picture of the flyer and show that when you're ordering your order at Chili's. Also, you can visit our Facebook page, and you can have see our most recent post as the flyer as well. With that, I'd like to thank you all for your time and attention, and turn it over to Jeremy. I hope you all enjoy the performances tonight.
Thank you, Brian. On the back of your program, there's also a QR code. So if you couldn't remember the website for the Friends of Music, that QR code will bring you to that website to give you more information. Like I said before, tonight is a celebration of the progress of music. As part of that, we thought that would be kind of cool to have some of our students talk about their own personal experiences, and so I want to turn it over to a middle school student Henry to talk about his experience inside the instrumental band program here at Somerset and Somerset Berkeley.
When Mr. Wolski first asked me to write the speech, I was excited and nervous as I have felt throughout my musical journey. When I was in 5th grade, I began to play the clarinet in band. I was excited to try something new, to learn something interesting to me. Later that year, I began to take piano lessons, which boosted my passion for music and encouraged me to practice more and stick with it, despite the occasional frustration. After I entered middle school, I began to make new friends in music and connect with other people. During the year, I auditioned for Coffee House and Jazz Band, which boosted my confidence and taught me to persevere through tough times, inside and outside of music. When Mr. Wolski offered me the oboe this year, the opportunity soon helped me greatly in life. I took private lessons and signed up to audition for the Junior Southeast Music Festival. When I told my oboe teacher, the first thing he told me was, "Don't do it." Afterwards, he helped me to persevere and never give up, and eventually I was auditioning for Southeast. This helped me to face my fears and to keep trying new things. After I had made the audition, I made even more new friends, and my connection with others in music grew even stronger. I even met another oboe player. The performance as well as the audition pushed me out of my comfort zone, and was a fun experience I will remember forever through my musical journey. Music has helped me in many ways. It has improved my confidence, encouraged me to persevere and go out of my comfort zone, and taught me to never give up. But I didn't do it alone. I never would have gotten here without the help and support of all of my music teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. I now want to turn it over to one of our high school students, Haley, to talk about her experience.
I remember my first day in high school as I was taking a piece of sheet music, and then I began to cry. So this piece being the gospel for a flute player whose experience consisted of songs like Hot Cross Buns and Jingle Bells. So what happened to that flute player? She found confidence in her love for music. Being a member of the band at Somerset Berkeley has been the best experience I could have asked for. I've been able to make the most amazing friends and memories. And I can tell you that there is no better feeling than being able to put on the most amazing performances with your best friends. Band has shaped my high school experience, and I wouldn't change that for anything. Playing the flute has given me something that I can be proud of. Something that I can tell other people with confidence that I'm good at. So elementary and middle schoolers, I challenge you to stay involved with band. Why? Because it is the best decision that you can make. It was the best decision that I've ever made. You will make memories that will last a lifetime, whether it's rehearsals in the pouring rain, or puppet shows on bus rides, or just that one class when someone said something really funny. One of my marching band instructors often tells us to think about the people who will wear the uniform after you. Right now, that is what I'm doing. I'm going to be graduating this year, but that doesn't mean that I care any less about the groups that I'm a part of. My musical journey here may be coming to an end soon, but yours is just beginning. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Let's get this show on the road. Now, I made a mistake in the program. We're actually going to go out of order. We're going to go with our combined Somerset Middle School and Somerset Berkeley Regional High School Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Max Kowalski.
One thing I'd like to make sure I include in this, because it is a band festival, is to include the jazz band as well. We won't take up too much of your time, but this is a group of people that are really, really passionate about music, and so much that they want to further their experience in music and learning about this great art form we have in our country called jazz. So we're going to play a great tune for you called All Right, Okay, You Win. we're going to get a little bit of this stricken out of your way so you can have a better view, but we will turn it over to Ms. Rausch, who will be working with our elementary schools and our fourth graders. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome. We are going to get started with the fourth grade band. We have four selections for you. Fourth grade, I'd like you to do me a favor for a second though. Could you sit up nice and tall? And could you pretend that you're about to play the first song? All right? So sit nice and tall, put the instrument in your face or question you're about to play. All right? Look really, really professional. And now I want you to stay like that because your parents are going to get a really great picture, okay? And I'm going to get out of the way because as many times as I've been to the gym this week, my backside's not the best for pictures. So we'll let them get a nice picture. Hold it for a minute so we get our pictures in. Excellent. I owe your parents this picture because they are the best parents in the whole world. They have supplied you with all the reeds and neck straps and stands and everything that you could possibly need. I always tell these kids, go home and thank your parents because they are very impressive. All right, you ready? All right, let's get started. We're going to start with half the price. Our next selection is hot cross buns. While we're getting ready to hot cross buns, you will notice we have a clarinet player that's struggling to get out of the fourth grade. On top of it. This is Mr. Terrio. Mr. Terrio is the Winter Percussion Color Guard director, and I kind of retired from doing the extracurricular marching band to focus more on what's going on in school, and he has been running that, and I felt very comfortable being in his hands. I'd also like to thank Mr. Nate Zozois, I don't say it right, and Heather Kuplas, who are our percussion and color guard instructors as well. But Mr. Terry always really helps me out. All right, are we ready for correspondence? Okay, our next selection, while the fourth grade band gets Beverly and Gold on ready to play, I'm going to ask Layla and Harlow, right? Layla and Harlow? Okay, they are going to play a little something for us, a duet. My trombone did not get a little extra lucky time here because Mrs. M, wait, Mrs. M, is our choral teacher at North, but she's also a trombonist, and so I think she's giving them a little extra help in the morning, so, all right, are you two ready? I have to do this one more time because I always make a mistake of not waiting to make sure my percussionists who are juggling the instruments are ready. So I'm going to do that song one more time. We're going to do Merrily We Go Along one more time because I started without some of my percussion. And we're going to finish our part of the program with Down by the Station. While I'm giving the percussions a chance to get their stuff ready, I just want to take a minute to thank the principals at the 3 elementary schools, the vice principals, and all of the teachers and paras. It takes a lot of work to make these music programs run. It's a scheduling nightmare to get us all where we need to be in the right place at the right time. It's a lot of kids in one place. It's remembering instruments. There's a lot that goes into it. And we are so fortunate that we have administrative staff that is so supportive of what we do and help us out so much. So I just want to say thank you to them. Great job, fourth grade. We're going to have you just sit, you can drink your lap, you can sip your water. And fifth grade, again, we are going to get ready to start. My high school friends that are helping us out, for those kids who get a couple of absence, you can come back and help us again if you don't mind. And Joel, where's Joel? Joel's helping me with one of my songs here from fourth grade. Fifth grade, I need you to do the same thing. Sit up nice and tall, look like you're playing, feet flat on the floor, back nice and straight. Parents can get your pictures in now. If you get any good ones, email them to me too, please. We're going to start with SpongeBob. All right, our first selection today is SpongeBob. Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. We hope. I really enjoyed this evening. It's a nice chance for fourth grade, fifth grade to see what, if they choose to continue into middle school, what the school band sounds like, and what some of the music that they play, some of the opportunities like the jazz band, and then of course up to the high school level. It's great. We have many students in the high school band who also play sports, that also are involved in other activities like big buddies, and other things like that. Some of them travel to, I forget where did you travel to for, where is it? Costa Rica, things like that. So there's opportunities to keep music as part of what you're doing and still be involved in a lot of other things that you choose. All right, we ready? Trombone, ready? Guys, it's totally fine. This is the first time that you put this together as a whole group, right? We've had 3 elementary schools practicing these songs individually and 3 different schools. We put them together. This is the first time. And what did you do? Didn't I do a great job?
Thank you all very much. We're going to have our 6th grade band starting off the show first with a march called Argent March. And our second and final one for this concert is going to be definitely one of their favorites called Midnight Sky. There we go. Thank you very much. We're going to move over to our 7th and 8th grade band over here. Percussion can come get set up. Two of which are going to come up pretty close to all of you for a song that's near and dear to our hearts. I hope it is yours too. It's called Concerto for Pots and Pans. It's fun. I can't lie to you. Thank you very much. We also have another round of applause for our 8th grade percussionist, Travis and our last song is going to be it's entitled El Canto. Why makes you excited? This came out before the movie. Okay? Just holding your expectations now, but it's still a great song. of the 7th and 8th grade band, our own Kurt earlier, Henry Briston, made first chair oboe in the Southeast District Orchestra this year. I mentioned these
Well, while we're on that topic, first of all, let me be clear, that means that Henry was the best oboe player in Southeast Massachusetts. Moving on to senior Southeast District festivals, we had two students that made it into the band, the second band this year. It was Jean Marie, I'm very sad. And then Terry Okay, so we're going to start with Vanessa, who is going to tell us a little about her song.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Clark, sophomore here at Somerset, and I'm also the sophomore representative of the concert band. Our first song is called I'm Shooting Up to Boston. The song's lyrics describe a sailor who belongs to a prosthetic leg climbing the topsail and is shooting up to Boston to find his wooden leg. These were taken from a fragment of paper that Ken Casey found while looking through Woody Guthrie's archives. The Dropkick Murphys put music to the lyrics and they did the song Gonna Be a Blackout Tonight from the 2003 album Blackout. The song was arranged for concert band by Sean O'Loughlin.
Levi is our constant president, he's our next selection. Levi's also about people who wear two hats, means whatever instrument I need to play with, piano or, organ or whatever you need to have.
Hi, my name is Barry Wilcox, I'm here. Our next piece, Resident Queen Anne, is inspired by the signature of Queen Anne and its infamous captain, Rose White. The ship and the captain met his demise in a battle off the coast of North Carolina. This was composed by Robert W. Smith and also one of the highlights of our two souls today for the song King York Food and Great Rugby Flag. Thank you.
And also James Brown. Oh, three people, Scarlett, one, you and two, and the excellent talented students I got to share with. Thank you, they did a wonderful job with that one. And we're going to ask Jonathan Marie to come up and announce our last song. We also have a round of applause. I have never worked with a group of middle school students and fourth and fifth grade students who have been such wonderful, polite audience members as well as performers. Thank you, guys.
My name is Jonathan Marie. I'm the president of Austin. Our final piece is going to be called the Great Showman. It's from the widely popular hit movie Great Showman. And here's the fast pace that we have added for Austin, including this celebration of our great show, A Million Dreams. This is me, Joel.
I had so much fun handing them the write-ups, like, as the concert started, and have them try to announce it in the practice. It's just my little fun. school and the high school. We had talked about maybe doing that with fourth and fifth grade, but between half days, 6 days, and different things, I think if they're more comfortable, we just do these 2 groups, so that's what we're gonna do. As you can see, you wear a lot of hats. The reason that it works is because I work with the most incredible staff. There's 8 of us on this music team, and everybody knows each other out. Everybody has each other's backs, so to speak, and I can only do this because when I walk into a building and then other music teachers are there, I'm like, hey, don't forget, we did this, and we did this, it's wonderful. The other way this works is I would like all of our high school choir, string, and band members who helped today or helped on Tuesday with strings or are helping next Tuesday with our course. You stand up and you come out here and do us. Come on up there. My core, come on out there. Stand up and do it. This is another reason why I work so well. Thank you guys. All right, high school, really quick, I promise I'll check this out here in now, but I missed. But if you played with the Bridgewater State Honors Band, would you stand up, please? And if you are currently a freshman in this band that was brave enough to stop learning how to play an instrument for the first time online during COVID, would you stand up, freshman? These are competitions. They will shut down all the way and there are wonderful things to do Okay, when we end, our 4th and 5th graders very carefully so that we do not break any instruments or hurt themselves. We're going to slowly proceed into the pack to the Performing Arts Center. They're going to gather their things and come out to the lobby and meet their parents, unless we make some other arrangement. And middle school, you're going to go, you can actually walk this door if you want to go to, thank you, Estes, to get your things and come back to the lobby. And high school, you can all tag up.
I would also like to quickly announce the 50/50 raffle winner. The winner is taking home $147. The number is 2000741. I'll say it one more time. 2000741.
If you really enjoyed sitting these hard teachers and you really would like to come here because you enjoyed it so much, come out and support our basketball team that are in the state finals or our women's hockey team.
One other one too, and she's just running out there at the high school, here more of these musicians. Middle schoolers have a spring concert coming up in April. And Jazz Band, you heard earlier, also has a concert with Just Them and some wonderful vocals at the beginning of April. And then it's going to be filled with all high school events as well. So mark the calendar, actually use up, and they're a wonderful time. So thank you all so much. And here's the last one, American March.